Hello guys, FlyOver here and welcome to the new video, and today we're gonna do something unusual. We never did actually this on this channel. So what we're gonna do, we will do a review of one aircraft which I found on flightsim.to, and I like it very much. I tested out and it's really amazing, and I think this is going to be your new aircraft for bush trips, definitely, because it has such a good performance and characteristics that you must love it. Actually, what is it? It's NX Cub, but this is a little bit edited and let's say improved NX Cub, because original NX Cub from Asobo just have normal default characteristics and flight physics and everything, but this one is bring to totally another level, and you're gonna see that in this video, right? Okay, so let's not delay anymore. Let me bring you to the flightsim.to. I will leave you this link down in the description. So actually here we are on the page where you can download this aircraft, and let's see what it say. Okay, it's a high fidelity flight model and Lycoming 393i engine. Enjoy cruise speed over 130 knots, maximum altitude of 14,000 feet and range of 750 nautical miles. This is amazing. This is really good for bush trips. Demonstrated takeoff distance of 120 feet and landing distance of only 80 feet. Imagine that. 80 feet to until you touch down, until you stop. Crazy. Accurate long range narrow beam landing lights. Okay, landing lights. Windshield de-icer installed, activated with the cabin heat lever. Okay. Automatic pilot heat managed by G3X. Actually, the author of this model recommend that you install G3X from working title. It will be smart, because then you will have all full capabilities of that. And actually, I believe he leave the link here somewhere. Yes, he did here. He leave the link where you can find and download actually working title G3X GPS, right? So we have nitro inside of this aircraft, up to 3 minutes of total nitro oxide injection. Bring 215 horsepower instantly to 315 horsepower. Use short bursts, then cool down. Oil temperature easily go critical within 10 seconds. Of course, it's fully realistic. The nose cylinder will automatically refill when you refuel, and you can engage nitro oxide with the switch in the cabin or with the VOR emergency power cabin e-bind. Okay. Anyway, it has default Garmin G3X, but they highly recommend to install working title G3X, and there is your link. It's a bush plane, and Garmin knows it, so you won't hear those terrain, pull up and other noises. Customized engine panel with remaining fuel and range data, which is good to have range. Annunciator added about nitro, low, parking brake, fuel imbalance, because this is the aircraft where you need to switch fuel tank left and right every 15 minutes or whatever. And it work only with working title G3X model. Radar altitude also have whenever you less than 2,500 feet AGL. And this is just power settings for takeoff, for cruise, for economy cruise, and nothing. Let's just go into the sim and let's load this aircraft in the split airport, and let's try it out. Let's just fly and let's see how it performs. All right, here we are in the Split airport, and let's just look outside a little bit. And I already see one error, but I believe this is totally insignificant, and that is that these wheel holders, one is red, one is gray. But okay, maybe it's not an error, maybe it's intentionally like that, I don't know, but that is only one error. And maybe a little bit these tires look like cartoon, but look at, they are massive tires. This is really bush aircraft. Look at that. Graphic is really good, as if you can see, look at this dirtiness around the exhaust, or this is not exhaust, this is air intake, I believe, and you can see dirtiness around. And I mean, you know, it's kinda realistic if you look at that. And look at this graphic, it's super shiny and beautiful. I really like it. I don't know, I really like it, and you will see how it perform. Actually, I already fly, so I try just a short flight, but I didn't do any tests. So what we're gonna do now is I believe I will run the checklist. Let's just let's see first how much fuel we have. We are 50%, that's totally fine. Let's open checklist. Let's see if we have checklist, and we do have. Okay, so pre-flight inspection, parking brake set, that one it is. Parking brake is actually here, these lines next to your seat, and it's down, so it is set. Flight controls free and correct. Well, they are, I believe so. So this is cool. Ignition is off, which it is. All electrical equipment is off. Mixture is lean. So let's see actually what is lean, what is not. So pull to lean, yeah, now is lean. Okay, mixture is lean. Prop speed control lever max RPM, that is going to be here. Okay, so we can tick that. Before starting engine, parking brake set. Okay, and fuel selector to the fullest tank. So actually this is fuel cutoff. This is one tank and second tank, so let's just leave it as it is. Fullest tank, okay. And starting engine, switch battery, I believe this is master. Okay, electric fuel pump on until flow peaks, but how I can see flow peaks? I need to on the Avionics too, I believe. And now we can see flow peak actually. Let's see, oil, fuel, PSI, that will be it. So let's just on the fuel pump, and we don't have any fuel peak, but now we have when I put mixture to full. Okay, then we can off mixture rich. Okay, magnetos on both, that is it. Alternator field on, that is this one. Okay, prop speed control lever, it's already on max RPM. Throttle open 1/4 inch, that will be something like this, I believe. And engage starter, let's engage starter. Oh yeah, we have ignition, definitely. Adjust to 1000 RPM. Okay, 1000. Around this. That is cool. Oil pressure, yeah, it is good. Okay, it is yellow at the moment. It will be higher later, but it is yellow. Okay, so let's just turn on our nav lights, strobe lights, and we can turn immediately landing lights on steady. Actually, we don't need landing lights. Let's leave like this. Okay, so that's it. After starting engine, lights as required, avionic master switch on. So how to see the things if I don't turn on avionics master? That is like an error in the checklist. But okay, we don't need checklist anymore. Oh, by the way, I forget to tell you, you have also autopilot. Yes, you have autopilot, and you can actually enter your flight plan here. If you go here, if you go to active flight plan, you can add origin, you can type, you can do everything, and it's actually amazing. So yeah, you can add your flight plan, and you can totally use autopilot. You can use altitude hold, vertical speed, VNAV, everything is inside of this G3X Garmin. Amazing, small, amazing aircraft. Okay, mixture just leave on full. I think that is best. And let's look around a little bit. Okay, we have trim here, we have rudder pedals, let's check them on. Okay, they are good. Brakes, oh okay, yeah, they're not working now because it's parking brake on. Can we open the door? I don't think so. Nope, we cannot open the door. Oh yeah, this is your fuel level, left and right. You have this on both sides, and you can see your fuel level is like 50%, and on the other side same. Also here you have some radios and ELT, and this is your flaps. How many flaps we have? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. So 3 flaps, and let's see how they look. Oh my god, they look scary. Okay, so we have flaps. Yeah, that's amazing. Let's set up flaps 1, and let's just taxi to the runway, and let's just take off and see how actually it performs, right? Okay, I'm releasing the parking brake now and add a little bit of throttle. No need much, really. Oh my god, the rudder, actually the steering is responsive very, very much. That's what I can tell you immediately, that is responsive. Okay, let's check the brakes. Okay, brakes are working. Very good. So practically we can take off from this apron. We need no more than like 100 something feet for the takeoff, so we don't need actually we don't need whole runway. So I will not backtrack. I'm just gonna enter the runway, and yeah, we can turn on landing lights now, and you can see they're blinking. I will put them on steady. Okay, so let's just set up ourselves in the position for takeoff, and let's see actually how fast we can take off with this. Okay, full throttle and a little bit of right rudder. All right, and we are off. Okay, that was super fast. We are really okay. Let's see. Flaps up. Oh, I have 3 in the middle of the runway. Look at that. Yeah, it sometimes happened with this scenery when I load in the default weather. Don't know why it happened, but it happened on this scenery. We'll need to be careful when I'm landing here. So let's just fly. Actually, it's really flying amazing. Let me just bring back a little bit prop RPMs, so put them in the green, and And look at this, 137 knots, and we are actually flying. We can even release a little bit of the throttle, and we are flying. Very good, very nice. It is actually super easy to handle. Super easy to handle. I'm sorry, this is my phone getting messages. I forget to turn off the sounds, but it's okay. So actually it is super easy to fly. I think it's going to be very nice aircraft for the bush trips. Let's just lose a little bit on the throttle so we can lose the speed, just to enter green. And as you can see, it's super easy to maneuver, it's super easy to handle. Very, very nice aircraft. Precise, I will say. Very precise. So you can really aim your runway and land without problems. And you know, the best thing is actually that this aircraft can land on super small grass strips. So if we want to land, if you see a piece of grass strip without trees and everything, you want to land, you can land there. And actually you can also take off from there. If you put like maybe second degree of flaps or something, you can actually also take off from there. So it is amazing. Okay, let's put flaps now. Let's try to land. Let's lose some speed, right? I'm just flying around. Okay, this is second degree flaps now. And let's turn to the runway. I managed to find it. Oh, there it is. Okay, very good. Okay, this is second degree of flaps, and I'm gonna lose a little bit of speed. Yeah, I know I'm too low, but I'm not trying now to make perfect landing. I'm just trying to land and see how actually fast we can stop after we touch down. That is my point. So let's just try to land and see how fast we can stop after the landing. Okay, touchdown, and we are fully stopped. Well, that was cool. That was really short. If we look back, actually, look how much runway we need. And for takeoff now with flaps 2, I believe we need just a little. Let's do it again. Let's do it with flaps 2. Let's see how fast we can take off. Let's see. Okay. Let's just wait for the speed to be alive. Okay. That is 30. With 40 degrees, with 40 knots, actually, we can already take off, I believe. But Okay, that was 40 knots, but actually my props were let's do like this. Let's try to land again. Let's try to land. I totally killed the throttle. Okay, that was a rough landing, but let's try to stop. And we have stopped. I mean, how cool is that? Look, this is third takeoff from the same runway. This is so cool. So that means I can actually take off from this runway practically 3 times. And what I believe is that I will still have space for landing there, but I won't. I will make one more circle. One more circle. Let's just lower the prop. Let's lower the throttle. Let's bring flaps all the way. Now no more sound. You can see that there is no sound, right? And yeah, 90 knots. Very nice. Very, very nice. And did you notice that that tree is missing now? I don't know why it show up on this scenery. It is very weird actually that is always show up in the middle of the runway on this scenery, but interesting only when I have weather preset, never when I fly with real weather. If I have my weather turned on, it will never show that tree. It always show when I fly on the weather preset. That's very weird actually. Very weird. Okay, let's test like this. Let me trim it, and okay, I let go all commands, so it's flying on its own, and you can see that actually is pretty much stable. It doesn't go anywhere. It is very stable. So yeah, okay, have controls again, and you can see actually it is very, very stable and very nice. You can land with flaps 1, flaps 2 or flaps 3, depends. You can land even without flaps, but one thing I want to point out, if you are landing with flaps 3, never kill your throttle all the way, because you will drop, you will stall immediately. You cannot glide, okay? So you cannot glide with flaps 3. If you landing without flaps, I believe if I kill, like before the runway, if I kill the throttle, I can glide all the way to the runway, but without flaps. But with flaps you cannot glide. Okay, so with flaps 3, flaps 1, flaps 2, okay, but flaps 3, if you landing somewhere short, never kill your throttle all the way until you touch the ground. When you touch the ground, then you kill your throttle all the way and no problem. So yeah, that's the thing. This is actually ultralight aircraft and very beautiful, very beautiful. Okay, there is our runway. So what we're going to do is let's make a turn. Make a turn. We are now lower a bit than last time, so I'm bringing flaps 1 only, the flaps 1, and let's see with flaps 1. Let's see how our landing will be with flaps 1. I killed the throttle totally. So now we're gliding. We are gliding, as you can see, and it's very nice. And Look, touchdown, brake, and we have stopped. Well, I don't know what to say. It's amazing, amazing aircraft. Look at it. It is super cool. It has a range of 750 nautical miles, so you can fly anywhere you want. And let's test it out. Actually, let's try to fill it full with fuel. Oh, allowable fuel. Okay, seems like we are okay with that. We are still in our center of gravity limit, so this is just fine. And okay, full should be all the way up. Full, yes, it is. And let's try takeoff with okay, let's bring flaps 1. Let's bring our throttle to max, and let's try to take off with the full fuel. Okay, you can see that is actually speeding up a little bit difficult. That is normal, but 40 knots we can take off, I believe. Oh my god, it's difficult, but we can take off. Yay. Okay, let's try something. One more thing I am very curious to try. So let's do like this. Let's just trim it and let's press the nitro. Nitros. Okay, off, because oil become red. So I believe we can use nitro for takeoff, which is probably smart idea. Maybe we can use nitros for takeoff. Sure though. They recommend only 10 seconds, so why would we use it for 10 seconds? What that might be? Don't know. Let's slow down and let's land on the opposite runway now. Flaps 2. Let's lose some speed. Let's lower down our throttle. Knots. That is good. And let me demonstrate actually what I mean by you cannot glide with flaps 3. Okay, I put flaps 3 now and look at, it's just sinking. Look, it's just sinking down. So actually you cannot glide with flaps 3. So you never kill your throttle totally if you are landing with flaps 3. That is my suggestion. Beautiful, beautiful small aircraft. I think it will be perfect for the bush trips. You cannot land on water, but you can land practically everywhere else. So thank you very much for watching this video. I will leave you linked in the description of where you can download this aircraft, and give some love to the author. Actually comment something, tell him something nice, and of course you can also tell people that you come from this channel. Thank you very much and see you in the next video.